As required, obligatory Benson clip, just for you. Enjoy. So a couple of years ago, I got this car for free and I've been slowly fixing it up, going through the whole thing with meticulous detail to make sure it all gets fixed. Now, the problem is it's my daily driver, so I can only fix it when I'm not using it. It's a 2003 Nissan Maxima, and it's the last of the old grandfather Maximas, the one that actually has the J in the VIN. And I like it because it looks like a grandpa car. But just like any free car, it comes with a basket case list of challenges you have to overcome to enjoy it. Here's some of that list that I'm still dealing with today, 2 years later. The leak. Now, it's a California car, so it doesn't have a bunch of rust or anything, but years of dealing with leaf blowers and dust from fires has caused the plumbing to completely just back up and cause a leak in the trunk. It fills up right here in the spare compartment. I'm airing it out right now, and I had to wash and I'm drying all the carpets from the trunk because there's a smell. Mildew. The laundry list of things that don't work. Any car you get for free is going to have a bunch of stuff that doesn't work. For instance, we'll start with the trunk release. It doesn't work. The only way to open the trunk is with the key. You can do this all day, it's not going to open the trunk. Why are you starting the car? Does that not work? Yeah, no, you can start the car, it works. But take a look at that airbag light. The airbag don't work. Made by Takata. The gas gauge don't work either. I have to guess my gas by the tripometer right there. 159 miles, that means I got 41 miles to E. That pulley you see right there, it likes to squeak when I hit the AC. At least the AC works, but that squeaky thing is gonna freeze one day and it's gonna strand me. Now, it's been worked on by who's who of any backyard mechanic who's gotten their hands on it. It's missing all of the bushings and little mounting brackets. This little air intake thing pops right off. Nothing's holding it on. Nothing but thoughts and prayers, and it's definitely going out to this little air intake thing. A bunch of stuff just missing that was never put back when it was worked on. Now, these scratches are my fault. I loaded something in the backseat that was just way too big and it tore the door right up. I have to replace that. And then going back to the hood itself doesn't like to stay up because those shocks are done. Gotta get those replaced before it kills me. The VQ time bomb. Now, even though this is a grandpa car, this car comes with the VQ35DE, the 3.5 liter V6 that they throw in the G35 and into the Nissan 350Z. Problem is, it hits a certain mileage and then there's a random rod knock at start. Now, this number right here is the number I read about on the forums, and that means that by the end of the year, I have to consider buying a new engine. I have to save $4,000 to make that happen. And even when I do replace the engine, I'm going to have to keep one of these lovely quarts of oil on me at all times because those pistons, they love to eat this stuff. What about everything you already fixed? Now, in the past, I have gone over a lot of the stuff that I fixed in this car, and it is a lot, including the starter, a bunch of electronics. The little tripometer button fix I did in that last video still works. I can still flip and see the distance to E, which is a fake. I can see my miles per gallon. I can see the time and the temperature. The effort I put into polishing the headlights, though, it may have just been for naught, because I did get them looking pretty nice for that first video. However, it took slightly over a year for the cataracts to come back. And that's just because I didn't maintain them. If I would have maintained them, they'd probably look good right now. What are you going to do to the car next? Before I do any more repairs to the car, I really got to handle that VQ time bomb, because even though it'll take $4,000 to repair the engine, it'll take $5,000 to replace the whole car, and that new car could be another basket case, maybe even worse. I already know all the problems with this one. I think once I get that decision made, it's going to be easier to know where to go from here. If you have any ideas, let me know. In the meantime, thank you for watching.